finally I said, Lord, just let me die.
This Indiana woman survived the duck boat tragedy in Branson, Missouri, but she says she lost 9 members of her family, including her children. Good evening. I'm Erica Sargent.
And I'm Rob Johnson. In total, 17 people died. Tonight, investigators say they will eventually recover the sunken duck boat, but it may take a year to complete the investigation into what went wrong. CBS 2's Jeremy Ross with their story and the latest on the investigation and what exactly happened. Jeremy?
Well, good evening, Rob. Good evening, Erica. Federal investigators telling us exactly how long they'll be spending time in that community. They'll be collecting evidence as well as reviewing video in this case. A Branson, Missouri storm overpowered a duck boat. Some managed to make it out alive and were treated on shore. 17 would not, including 9 of Tia Coleman's loved ones.
I couldn't hear anything. I couldn't hear screams. It felt like I was out there on my own.
From her hospital bed, Coleman, an Indiana native, says she and her nephew were the only survivors in her family. This photo shows some of the victims. Coleman says she lost all of her children and her brother-in-law. Somewhere between grieving and recuperating, she describes the panic on the water.
Then I just let go, and I started floating. I was floating up to the top. I felt the water temperature raise to warm. And as I felt the water temperature raise, I jumped up, and I saw the big boat that sits out there. I don't know what kind of boat it is. It's huge, though. And when I saw them, they were throwing out life jackets to people.
Coleman said the captain told them, "Don't worry about grabbing life jackets, you won't need them." But when it was time to grab them, it was too late. The captain, Robert Bob Williams, also died when the boat was overtaken by the weather and water. Considering the conditions, the owner of the duck boat saying it shouldn't have been in the water.
We'll look at the vessel, we'll look at the operation of the vessel, we'll look at the people involved, we'll look at the environment.
Late Friday, the NTSB saying they'll collect evidence and interview people for up to 10 days.
We'll be working arduously to determine what happened, why it happened, and how to prevent it from happening again.
The NTSB adding they should have a preliminary report done in a few weeks. Their full report, however, should take around a year. Rob and Erica.
Yo, YouTube, what's going on? Trey back again, hit you with a video. Now this video right here comes out of Missouri by way of Branson. Big shout out to all my peeps in Missouri holding it down. We have a very sad story, a very sad situation. A lot of y'all might say, well, Trey, a lot of these stories are very sad. Some of them are, some of them not. But anyway, they all have a meaning to them, just like this one do. Now this goes to show you, even before I start talking about this video, this goes to show you that cherish the love like Kool in the Gang. You say, my mom used to listen to that song. So I want you all thinking, well, damn, Trey's 56 years old. How the hell he know about that song? My mom used to play all them songs. That's why I talk about them all the time. But anyway, cherish the love. Cherish every day that you have with your loved ones, your relatives, people that you love, your true friends, because you never know when it's going to be your last time seeing them. You never know when it's going to be your last time together, having fun, mingling, just enjoying each other's company, just like in this situation. Now, this family wasn't even supposed to go to Missouri. They was intended on going to Florida, but some kind of way in this fabric of life, they decided to turn around and go to Missouri. They was actually supposed to go to Florida, like I said, for their little vacation. But they decided to go to Missouri, and that's when things really took a bad left turn, when they decided to go to Missouri because of what happened. And when I seen this story, man, it was very tragic. But it was so many people at fault in this situation, even the people, the owners of the duck boat, and also the captain. The captain played a huge, important part in this, because why would you not sit up here and take the boat back to shore? Why would you not try to go dock the boat instead of fighting against this storm? You know, it reminded me of the movie The Perfect Storm. And when you seen these people, you know what I'm saying, jumping off the boats and everything, and bad as this water was, I mean, you could be Greg Louganis, you could be a top swimmer in the world, Michael Phelps. They would have a hard time trying to survive this right here. And it's a miracle anybody survived. Now, this woman lost 9 relatives, including her husband and her children and some family members. And she has shared some of her final words. So this is more like an update to the story, just to add on and build on to what was already there. So I'm gonna read a snippet from my story. I'm gonna read a snippet from this story, and I'm gonna give my opinion. Surely, as we go. What began as a family vacation for the Coleman family turned into an unthinkable tragedy as 9 of their 11-member group died. 9 of them just taken out just like that. In a duck boat accident, in tears from her hospital bed, Tia Coleman opens and shares the tragic final words. And also, be careful when you all getting on these boats. And just like an airplane, because you don't want to think about it's going to crash. You don't want to think about a boat that's going to sink. But make sure, you know what I'm saying? Even though you really can't do all that on an airplane, it's a little different. But these boats, you can check and make sure everything is safety inspection records is up to date. Check all that stuff. Now, I ain't telling you to go around the whole boat with a magnifying glass to check for holes. I mean, you'll be all day, all year trying to do that. But I mean, it's certain little steps that we can do. Let's go and continue. Now, Tia Coleman, along with her 10 family members, were visiting Missouri from Indianapolis. They initially had plans to go to Florida, but they decided to go to Missouri instead. For a family activity, they decided to board a tourist boat called Ride the Duck Boat in Branson. That would have been a sign right there to me when I said ride the duck boat. I'm not finna ride nothing. You feel me? I'm not finna get on no damn boat, no duck boats, no fish boats, or anything like that. If there ain't a shrimping boat with bubble, I'm not getting on it. But anyway, duck boats are popular because of their ability to travel on land and in water. So what the hell was this duck boat problem then? The tour is only 60 minutes and is not a long tour. Typically, the boat goes around the island and back. According to the Daily Mail, as the Coleman family arrived to board the boat, they were at the wrong dock. Another sign. The ticket taker realized the family should have boarded at a different location in Branson because they were already there. The family got new tickets and prepared to have a good time. Now, what if they was at the different location? Would they have still had a parish even though it was a huge storm? The storm is going to affect whatever area radius that storm is covering. So it wouldn't matter if you was this area or that area. But you know what I'm saying? Would have changed what really happened? If it could have, maybe and maybe not. Now the Coleman family took a family photo moments before the ride. The duck boat capsized, and that's another sign right there because they all were lined up. You know what I'm saying? It's like it just give me chills even thinking about it because like all the signs was there when they first went to the wrong location. Then for them to take a last pic like a goodbye pic, if you know what I mean, like you know one of them final moment types pic. You know how you see on the movie Final Destination or whatnot. Now, from her hospital bed, Tia Coleman shared that the captain as well as the passengers knew of the thunderstorm warning. Another sign, I am not finna get on no damn boat with no damn lightning and no damn thunderstorm. I might be out there drinking some lattes or something and get my damn watch struck by lightning. I can't have all that. But that's a sign right there, and the captain should have known this. You know what I'm saying? And let that be a lesson to everybody else, even if you're going out there fishing. For those who like to fish, man, take that damn weather serious. Unless you're in 3 feet of water, take that shit serious because you just might be you. Now, in anticipation of the storm, the captain changed directions of the tour and decided to take the 31 passengers group on the water first. Change the whole direction of the tour. Another sign. The captain, Robert Bob Williams, believed he could beat the storm. Coleman shared that when they inquired about life jackets, William insisted that they didn't need them. Another sign. I'd be damned if I'm not finna put a damn life jacket on. And just think, if they would at least put the life jacket on, it would have been more people saved in that situation. And all total, I think it was 17 people that died. It was 9 people out of her family, but it was like 8 more people from just happened to be there with their friends or whatever else. But it was 17 total people that died. And also, when your mind tell you something, think about that. Why is my mind telling me this? It's your conscience talking to you. That's that guardian angel that we have. Put them damn life jackets on. I don't give a damn if your own mom or grandma, whoever say don't put it on. Put it on because, look, grandma, if you want to go down there to meet the Little Mermaid, you can. I'm not. Let's continue. Now, Tia shared with CBS News the words of the captain. Don't worry about grabbing the life jackets. You won't need them. Tia Coleman said the captain told her family, so none of the family members grabbed them. Shit, I'd be like, Captain, hell, you might be ready to go because you done live your life. You look kind of old. Me and my family, me and my clique, we finna put these damn jackets on. Matter of fact, we might put 2 of them on. You feel me? I'll be damn. It's a damn, you already on a boat. I wouldn't give a damn if it wasn't a storm. You feel me? Soon I would have seen the first gray looking brown cloud or whatever, black cloud. I would have threw the life jacket on then. Matter of fact, I would have said, look, take me back to shore. I can't deal with this shit. As the boat traveled on Table Rock Lake, a powerful storm occurred just out of nowhere. The National Weather Service reported wind gusts of more than 60 miles per hour. The boat began to capsize and plunge into 80 feet of water. When it was time to get life jackets, it was too late. Now, if they would have had these jackets on, could have saved a lot more lives. But due to the fact that this captain, Mr. Bob Williams, decided that he was one of these captains and stuff, that he could fight the damn storm and weather against the storm, he decided to tell the people to do the other thing. And that ended up cost these people, including him, the captain his own life. And you ought to think, damn, you a captain, you've been doing this for a long time. Shouldn't you take this serious? But this goes what happened when people been on their jobs. And it's like any other job. They fail to take these jobs seriously. You know, not realizing it's still dangerous. Just like when I was working at the paper mill and stuff. Seeing somebody get killed, a damn log fell on them. And if the guy would have been standing in the right area, because like in the paper mills, you have a red zone. It's kind of like a dead zone, really, because you're going to be dead if you're in that red zone at the wrong time. And some kind of way the log had snapped. And the guy had got out of his truck. He ain't supposed to get out of his 18-wheeler. He got out of his truck, and he had to been just standing at that exact spot when that log came down, and it damn near, like, it just crushed him, like pulverized him and stuff. It was a sad sight to see. They shut the mill down and everything. But at the same time, I said that to say this. If you've been on these jobs for a long time, you know the proper procedure. Just like the guy at the paper mill knew the proper procedure. Don't get out your truck. Don't go to the red zone. Because things can happen. So like instance in this case right here with the captain knew, don't go out into this water in this type of weather. It's already a thunderstorm right here. The wind gusts is up to 60 miles per hour. You know this water is 80 feet deep. It don't matter if it's 10 feet deep. Hell, you can drown with a teaspoon of water. Did you know that? Think about it. But anyway, so why didn't he not take his job more seriously? Just like the guy, and may he rest in peace, in the people in this situation, may he rest in peace also. Just like the guy at the paper mill, why didn't he take his job seriously and follow procedure? Put life jackets on for the guy at the paper mill. Don't stand in the red zone. Don't stand where they loading and unloading your truck. Stay in your truck or get away from the vehicle. Do not stand in this certain area. Now, when it was time to grab them, Tia said in reference to the life jackets, it was too late, and I believe that a lot of people could have been spared. Tia Coleman told CBS Indianapolis affiliate WTTV, the only thing that I would like to be done but can't is to bring my family back. And that is so heartbreaking. That is so troubling. But let me tell you all something, you know what I'm saying? Because we can learn from Miss Tia Coleman family. If you find yourself on a boat or a duck boat and you see a storm coming up, number one, get the hell out the water. But until then, if you can't just get out the water quick enough, put life jackets on. Don't sit up there and talk about, I can swim good. Shit, I can swim my ass off too, but guess what? I would have trouble trying to survive in that water, yet alone older people and children. They won't stand a chance. Now, before the boat sunk, Tia Coleman shared that there was time to grab the life jackets as they were in distress, but everyone was told to stay seated. Even when the boat began to capsize out, they were still advised to stay seated. Hell no, that's just like you telling me, like with Jim Jones and stuff, with the people we gave the Kool-Aid to, y'all just keep drinking the Kool-Aid. Yeah, you see people passing out, falling around you, but y'all just gonna steady keep sipping that damn fruit punch Kool-Aid. Hell no, I would have threw the damn Kool-Aid down and got the hell on. In those final moments as the boat capsized, Tia Coleman told reporters that big swells of water gushed into the boat as huge waves swept over it. And ain't nobody still putting no damn life jacket on. Shit, I would have been throwing them life jackets on. Let me would have been in the boat. I would have been putting life jackets on people my damn self. I would have been wrestling their ass down. You gonna put this damn jacket on. We ain't finna lose nobody today. So many of us came together, and this how many gonna leave. You feel me? The last thing I heard my sister-in-law yell was, grab the baby, Coleman said to MSN. Her sister-in-law also died. After the huge wave swept over the boat, Tia Coleman couldn't see or hear anything. She shared that she felt like she was there by herself. I was yelling, I was screaming, and finally I said, Lord, just let me die. Let me die. I can't keep drowning. I just can't. Tia Coleman said to reporters, then I just let go and I started floating. And I was floating to the top and I felt the water temperature raised to warm, and I jumped up and saw the big boat that sits out there. When I saw the first responders helping survivors on the pier, they were throwing out life jackets to people. And I said, Jesus, keep me, just keep me so I can get to my children. Still thinking about her children also. But what happened to her children? Now, tragically, Tia Coleman was unable to get to her children. Her husband, along with their 3 children, died. Coleman's sister-in-law, along with her 3-year-old nephew, her in-laws, along with her uncle-in-law, died as well. Besides Tia, the only survivor was her 13-year-old nephew. It sounded like one of them stories. Remember on the movie Life when Eddie Murphy was reading everybody mail and stuff, and one guy and stuff talking about the dog died, a tornado came and killed the auntie and everybody. Then Eddie Murphy looked around and asked somebody else, did anybody else want something red? And they said no. Or was that Eddie Murphy or Martin? I think that was yeah, that was Eddie Murphy that did that. But it seemed like that in this situation, because like one person was dying right after the next. But it's just a sad situation. But at the same time, we can learn something from this video. And what we should learn is this right here. Number one, don't fool yourself. Somebody sit up here telling you don't put on life jackets, and you see a storm and you in the storm, you still not putting life jackets on, that's a big sign right there. It's like, how do you even explain that and talk about that? Because you can't. Because you should have put the jackets on. Like I said, even if somebody would have lost their life, you would have had more people survive than what survived. But it's a big, sad situation. But let this be a lesson to us all, is cherish every day that we have with our family, with our loved one, because we never know, just like they never knew. Now, if they would have went to Florida, none of this probably would have never happened, but it was designed and it was destined, because that's the only way you can look at it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's an accident, it's tragic, true enough, but we all got a day and a time when we must go and check in. But until then, you know, let's do what we can to help each other. And just because we come from different backgrounds and different ethnicities does not mean that we do not share common traits and common things in life. And one thing we all gonna do is die in this world. I don't care what color you are, I don't care how good you think you look or whatever the hell is, or how much money you got. We all gonna face that same path. So until then, you know, notice the signs, stay prepared, love your family, because you never know when will be your last time seeing them. Let me know what you all think about this video. And also, I don't know if Miss Tia Coleman have a GoFundMe account up. I'm gonna try to find it if I can. And see can we help this woman out. But at the same time, you know what I'm saying, may her family rest in peace, those that she lost. And it's just a miracle that even she survived. And she survived for a reason, along with her nephew. That is up to them to find out. That's not for me to say, because I do not know. But I do know one thing, that life is too precious. And when you out here and you on the water and you in these type of situations, and you have somebody tell you stay seated, don't do this and don't do that, and you knowing damn well, look, this is what I need to help save my life possibly, do that. Let me know what you all think about this video. If you like the video, push that like button. If you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and also share the video. And just like I say, love your friends, love your family, love your kids, because you never know when it's our last time. I'm out.